Beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning. And now, even as the entire world is on standstill, well, we adjust our lifestyle to stay safe. Now, waking up hale and hearty every morning is a special gift. Now, we need to remain grateful and hopeful for better days ahead.
Yes, of course. Now, a massive change is currently going on around the world due to the coronavirus pandemic. So we advise that you strictly follow all the health safety precautions.
Now, of course, that's why you need to ensure that you wash your hands. How many times have you washed your hands this morning already?
3 times.
3?
Honestly.
I have a long way to go to get to that one. I felt about just once. But hey, come on. Use your hand sanitizers, of course. Keep your hands away from your eyes. Now, that one is hard.
It is.
Your nose and your mouth. And most importantly, maintain social distancing.
That's correct. Now, welcome to our special Tuesday edition of the show. We have top-notch television content lined up for you today.
Now, stay tuned as the journey of 2 hours, 45 minutes starts now. I am Mesikenor.
And I am Tope Olowoniyan. Stream live with us at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Of course, sending your comments with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Remember to use that.
Now, remember, our app is available for download on any Android and iOS store. Now, this allows you to watch us on your mobile device or your tablet from anywhere in the world.
Once you have internet connection. So, how are you doing now? All through the show, we'd love to interact with you.
Yes,
Get to know how you're doing at home.
How you're coping.
Exactly.
Because, there's a bit, I'm like in a bit of mixed emotions this morning.
Yeah,
it's beginning to take its toll on me. What about you?
It's just starting, and this is just day 1.
So, no, please, this is day 15. We started this thing 14 days ago.
Okay. All right. We would kick off this morning with a Daily Vulnerable with Chude Jidonwo.
Yeah.
Of course, you know that series we've been on.
Well, I've learned a lot of lessons from Harvard, but one of the biggest lessons I've learned is some research about the best way to give feedback to other people, especially in the workplace. And this was very important for me because I'm one of those people who is...
Right after that, we bring you Chronicles of a Foodie with Titi.
All those food, man. Then, of course, on a relationship today, our experts will be sharing something important with us, the importance of friendship in marriage.
Oh man, I think that friendship is important. In days like this, when you're stuck at home. Now, knowing that kids are all at home this period, we have a parenting expert who will be telling us how to better manage our kids while at home.
Then, of course, to catch up with our celebrities as they stay in isolation this period, we have all the scoop on entertainment news. And then, of course, finally, we're joined via Skype. We're joined by the catalyst Larry Olushola, and he'll be talking about overcoming the dangers of fear in these challenging times.
Who's with you?
You know, I'm looking forward to that one, Dangers of Fear.
Yes.
So this morning, I woke up a little bit earlier and I just felt some pain. Yeah, just like my stomach, my chest. Like, I started out thinking of all the symptoms I've read. But it was not among them. But like, by the time I woke up, by early this morning, it had gone.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. Like, my mind was beating faster. Like, fear can really be a problem.
Yes, it can. It can.
Man. So, I don't know, get all the necessary awareness, all the necessary facts you need to get, but do as much as possible. Try to not be afraid and not act on that kind of fear. Because, man, I was always freaking out this morning. And you can't just sneeze anyhow these days. You can't just like, But then it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We have like now 5 or 6 new recovered cases.
Yes, recovered.
So I think that's a good news. Yes. That's also what we can talk about. You know?
In the midst of everything going on, at least we know that people are recovering. So that's positive enough for us at this point. That should let us know that if you do all you need to do necessary, washing your hands, boosting your immune system. If you saw my Insta stories yesterday,
I was just about to ask. Let's focus on that.
Level.
Let's focus on that. So how was yesterday? Because you were busy yesterday.
So on Sunday, I was really my spirit was really low. So I didn't cook. I didn't eat anything. I just had biscuits all through Sunday. So Monday I woke up. No, Sunday evening when the news came up from the president that we're going on 14 days. So I went to shop that evening.
Okay.
And I bought a lot of stuff. So I was like, you know, when I woke up on Monday, hunger. I now started cooking. Then I now realized that I got turmeric, ginger, garlic, and I had hibiscus, zobo. So I'm like, you know what? Let me make my own immune booster. And that's why I said, you know what? I'll take you all on a journey.
Zobo is hibiscus, eh?
Yes. Zobo is hibiscus. In the English word is hibiscus or sorrel leaf.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Wow, Mike.
I thought it was a local zobo leaf now.
Yeah, zobo leaf is what we know it as, but like the, will I say the English name
No,
or
I know
the
hibiscus,
botanical name?
I didn't know that both were the same
Yes,
thing.
it's the same. It's actually the same thing. And then I did turmeric, ginger, garlic, and pineapples. I blended them together, and then I mixed it with the zobo. Then
Smoothie.
I used the chaff. No, it's juice.
Juice, okay.
Then I used the chaff from the extract, and I used it to cook my food. So I'm just like, yo, let me just be putting my immune
And you
system.
made mention of you want to be, if it's people that don't have food now, you can do.
Yes, now I say, take away
essential services.
Essential services.
You're still part of essential services.
Yes.
So yes, I know that's
You pay
something I came across a number of people who are involved or who are essential services, but they don't know and they shut down.
Oh wow, like who?
So like people that sell food. So they
like
had
restaurants?
that lockdown. No, that sell food. So
Okay,
like,
sell
I'm talking
food.
about maybe bread, food, like, okay, so
they're
maybe
essential
beans,
services.
rice, and all of that kind of stuff. So a number of them shut down. So it's essential services. If you're involved in, now the exact words are food processing and distribution.
Okay,
exempt.
okay.
You understand? So cooking is processing now. You understand?
Well.
Distribution, you understand?
Actually, distribution.
So if you're involved in food processing and distribution, you are exempt. That means that you can still open. You can still open according to the address by the president. You can still open. Food processing, food distribution, you are exempt from the stay-at-home order because people need to eat, right?
Yeah, people do.
And you know, someone's asking, okay, hey, you're buying now. Yes, it's good to buy. You know, no, but don't panic. I don't want to say panic buy.
Panic buy.
Don't panic buying. And like we said, food processing and distribution will still be available.
Yeah.
All through this period.
Yes, and I think we should also don't panic eat because so people are just. I can only imagine how you all are feeling. I mean, so I live alone. So the thoughts that I just keep having it gets overwhelming. So I decided to drop a schedule for myself, like what I'm going to do every day. Because I realized that you just start getting lazy. Like, so I'm like, okay, I put an alarm for every 2 hours. So it's now time it's time to study. Okay. After 2 hours, I'm like, okay, we have 1 hour Instagram time.
Wow.
Next, we have 30.
Now that's for you out there. I think we can
try
take a cue from what Tope is doing because I might want to try it, but the alarm won't.
Set alarm to let you know.
That alarm is strong.
Next thing.
Next
lineup for the day.
Because sometimes in the middle of something now, sleep can just enter. You just need to just.
You know the amount of sleep I've had. I'm just like, I've slept for the future. I shouldn't sleep again after this. When this whole coronavirus pandemic is gone, let's just be hustling, everybody.
You know, yeah, let's hopefully. My point is that we can use these 2 weeks to stem the tide of the way the virus is moving so fast. Let's stem the tide of the virus. And hopefully at the end of 2 weeks, we have a clear go.
Yes, and you can be like me. I'm one of those people that when the virus was cleared, we'll wait. Just wait, like 2 more days
before you move out.
Before you move out.
Okay, we have to take the news now.
Yes.
I am Mike Mesikenor. The governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, has tested positive for the coronavirus. In his tweet, he confirmed that he's asymptomatic and is self-isolating. This brings to 8 the number of cases that have tested positive in the state. Olutayo Famous Cole is in Ibadan with an update on the governor's status. Of course, the question. Next story. Now, of course, it's day 1 of a 14-day lockdown imposed by the federal government in Lagos and Abuja as part of measures to stop the spread of the virus. Now, this is as the number of COVID-19 cases in the country has risen to 131, with 20 new cases recorded. The NCDC has made public the number of test kits it has nationwide. There are 25,000 available. 600 tests have been already conducted. Now, 7 isolation centers are already operational and another 6 have been approved. More in this report.
A health emergency.
Nigerian government has shown renewed energy in containing this virus that has swept through every continent of the world, leaving in its trail thousands of lifeless bodies, with 2 of the dead coming from Nigeria, where there is already over 110 confirmed cases. Federal government's restriction order, as issued by President Buhari on Sunday evening, is welcome to many.
We will use this containment period to identify, trace, and isolate all individuals that have come into contact with confirmed cases. We will ensure the treatment of confirmed cases while restricting further spread to other states.
But the capacity of the nation's Center for Disease Control to live up to the daunting challenge has been called to question. NCDC says it is tracing about 6,000 identified contacts, out of which only 600 have been tested in a country of a conservative 200 million population. There are also those who ask whether the test is reserved for only influential persons.
If you have had a travel history or you've had contact with a confirmed case, we advise you to self-isolate for 14 days. And if within these 14 days you develop symptoms, you call our toll-free line 0800-97000010. You could also send us a text message on our number, which is displayed on our site. Once this call gets to you and you meet our case definition, the team at the NCDC will contact the state team, who will now go to your house where you're self-isolating, collect sample from you, and send it to the nearest testing lab.
NCDC is opening up more testing centers in the country, but how prepared is the center for the real task ahead of them?
We received some donations of about 20,000 testing kits, which we are trying to validate to ensure that we can use them with the current PCR infrastructure that we have in the country. We also have close to 5,000 testing kits that we're already using. So together with the 20,000, we should have about 25,000 testing kits.
As states and the federal government tighten measures to limit the spread of the virus within the borders, coming days are crucial for the center to either prove its much talked about preparedness or leave the citizens at the mercy of a ravaging virus.
The coronavirus has infected more than 785,000 people and killed over 37,000 worldwide, with the United States having the most confirmed cases with over 160,500 and more than 3,000 deaths. The number of deaths recorded in New York City alone accounts for more than 1,200 of the country's death toll figure. India is also struggling to handle the spread of a virus. On Monday, 227 new confirmed cases of the virus were reported, making it the country's biggest surge within a 24-hour period. And then Myanmar has reported its first death from the coronavirus, a 69-year-old man who also had cancer. The country has 14 cases of the virus, mostly in people who have traveled overseas. That's it on the news for now. We'll take the weather report and return after a break with sports.
Now, Mike will be going through the front pages of the papers this morning.
And of course, we'll kick off from The Punch. And the major headline there, Abuja, Lagos, Ogun lockdown. Shoyinka, SA and AGF fight over legality of Buhari's directive. There are 3 riders underneath that headline. The first one says, President stay-at-home order illegal, not enforceable. Falano. Makinde tests positive, self-isolates, and coronavirus cases rise to 131. Buhari signs COVID-19 regulation to enforce 14-day lockdown. That's a third rider there. Then above the flag of the paper, electricity tariff to increase Wednesday. Wow. Power supply worsens as gas unavailability stalls 4,156 megawatts. Nigeria economy already fragile before COVID-19 pandemic, Ahmed. And the picture story we can see here is travelers at Kara Isheri bus stop along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway on Monday. And they look stranded here. I don't know why they had to start moving. But hey, moving on from that, the jump lines underneath there. Cross River turns back 35 U.S. oil workers and demands thorough screening. That is how it should be. Yeah, wonderful. 4 killed during cultist and hoodlums clashes in Lagos. Bandits invade Ogun community and gun down inspector, pastor, and man. All of this on the front page of The Punch. And then from there, I will move to The Nation, and we can see here, I murdered coronavirus, says discharged survivor. Oshobi relieves battle against COVID-19 at Lagos Isolation Center. And the quote there, it's more or less like an annotation, says, life finds ways of throwing lemon at me. I thought I was going to die. I've struggled with coming forward, but I want to inspire hope. Okay, and that's her picture there, the survivor that we can see there. NCDC tracing 6,000 contacts, that's beside the picture there. And then we can see information there on the number of cases of COVID-19 worldwide, those who have died, those who have recovered. Now that's the part I love, 160,148. And yeah, and then it breaks it down by country, by cases, and those who have, of course, passed on due to the virus. Okay, and moving on from that, we can see here, top left corner, Makinde tests positive for COVID-19, lockdown, CBN stops check clearing, and touring car kicks as Malami defends Buhari's actions. All of this on the front page of The Nation. And from The Nation, I'll move to The Guardian. And we have here, coronavirus, not death sentence, say survivors. And of course, but that doesn't mean that you should not take care. The first rider there says Lagos discharges 5 patients as Makinde tests positive, while Southeast and South states are not ready to battle COVID-19. And the picture story here we can see is inside a section of a 128-bed COVID-19 isolation and treatment center in Ikene, deployed by Governor Dakpo Abiodun to contain the virus in Ogun State. And this is commendable. Okay. Shoyinka and others disagree on lockdown of Lagos Ogun over coronavirus. I want to check that out to understand why they disagree. And of course, there is an infographic here. COVID-19 cases in Nigeria. These figures are as at 9 p.m. March 30th, 2020. So far this morning, there hasn't been any updates yet. Okay. Police nab 165 in Kaduna for violating curfew and impound 205 vehicles. Senators donate 50% of salaries to fight COVID-19, and editors' orders deploy incessant attacks on journalists by security agents. Now, that is something that we definitely don't want, because that's what we do. All of this on the front page of The Guardian. I really want to check out this one after. Okay, moving on to the Vanguard. And NCDC on coronavirus. We are after 6,000 contacts of 111 confirmed cases. And then the riders there, total confirmed cases now 131. Governor Makinde tests positive. Ogun shifts lockdown till April 3rd. Nigeria records second fatality. Oshibanjo heads Committee on Economic Stability as Lagos discharges 5 coronavirus patients. Buhari exempts CBN Finance Ministry from Abuja lockdown. Benue index case not cooperating. Deputy Governor laments. I don't understand though. It's not cooperating. We cooperate though. And then we can see a picture story here. RCCG donates. And from left, we can see officials of the RCCG who are donating relief efforts in the fight against coronavirus. And of course, NAFDAC orders manufacturing of chloroquine for clinical trial. Okay. NHRC 1, security agents against impunity. Okay. And for Mr. and Mrs. here, just on a lighter note here, it's okay to protect yourself against coronavirus, but hand sanitizer is for the hands. My friend, come and apply some on my back. If it's good for the hand, it's good for the body. It's total war. Okay, nice way to end it there. That's all we can take on the headlines of the daily is this morning. Still a much more to come. We'll take this break and
one of the biggest lessons I learned as a leader is from, well, I've learned a lot of lessons from Harvard, but one of the biggest lessons I've learned is some research about the best way to give feedback to other people, especially in the workplace. And this was very important for me because I'm one of those people who is harsh and blunt. I'm like, I want to give you the truth straight up, especially in the workplace. And Harvard says the best way to give people feedback is the word that they used in the Harvard Business Review is loving feedback. It means that you must always give feedback to people in a way that affirms them, that validates them. You must not give them in a way that makes them feel less than themselves or feel like I'm not worth it, or I'm not good, or I'm not good enough, or I'm a bad person. The minute that your candidness, your honesty, your truth, your transparency is making people feel less than human, you have begun to cross the line from effectiveness to destruction. There's a joke my pastor used to crack. He would say that there are certain pastors who say the reason why people are not coming to their churches is because they are speaking the harsh truth. And he said, well, your own truth must be bigger than Jesus Christ's truth because Jesus Christ attracted multitudes. And it is true. If the biggest religious leaders in the world, the Prophet Muhammad, may peace be unto him, Jesus Christ, the Buddha, the Mormons, if they were able to say the truth to save people's lives and still able to attract multitudes by being loving and caring, then you have the duty to find a way to communicate truth in a way that enables people, that emboldens them, that inspires them, that makes them better than you left them. You don't have a right, you don't have the permission to kill anybody's spirit, and you should not give anyone the permission to kill your spirit.
All right, that was it, Daily Vulnerables.
Yeah.
I hope you're able to pick something from there. Okay, so, we want to hear from you. This is going to be about the most interactive of our shows.
Yeah.
So please connect with us mostly on Twitter. Use the hashtag WakeUpNiger on TVC. Okay, and Facebook. I know we have quite a number of followers
yes,
on Facebook.
we do.
So I'll be checking that out. I'm already on Twitter. I would read out your tweets. We'll show your tweets. Interact with us. What do you think? How are you holding up at home?
How are you holding up, honestly?
Send pictures. Maybe we could even let us know if you have Skype. We can even call you and even have fun with you. You never know. Just interact with us, right?
Yeah.
Hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC, at TVC Connect, Facebook, Instagram, and of course Twitter. Okay. Yeah. All right. So there was this battle of producers that has been trending. I've not really gotten the full info.
Okay.
But guys are doing things to. Producers are people that they can still work this time. There's a lot of people that can still work. Yes. Producers, that they're always inside in the studio and all of that. So and virtually every producer that is worth his or her salt has a home studio. True. So you can definitely chill at home and produce. Let's say, for instance, if your studio is if you have a work studio, away from home, you should have something also at home. So I think it was SARS and Shizzy. SARS is more or less a whiskey producer. And then Shizzy does a lot of Davido's songs. I think they had an Instagram call, Instagram Live. Both of them were on the same Instagram Live. And then they'll go on about, I think it was Friendly. I've not seen the video. But they go on about the hits they've produced, and they're just dropping their hits, And a lot of them, SARS name dropped a lot of Wizkid's hits, and of course Shizzy dropped a lot of Davido's hits and all that. So the discussion now moved from SARS and Shizzy to Davido and Wizkid, and their impact on Afrobeats. Yeah. Those guys have really, really done so well. They have. People have paved the way before them. Of course, we had Fela. Then after that level, we had the level of the band. The band really did a lot.
The band was a great performer.
In fact, I'll still not forget. Is it Endowed Remix?
that they had.
In that remix, they had Snoop.
Snoop.
Ah!
I felt like I was the one that blew.
Like, man, that was major. That was major. That was
Yeah,
major. And then you had Snoop brandishing a Nigerian passport in that video. Like, it was big. It was major. Like, I felt like I was like, we have come.
Yeah,
not like we've come of age. That's, we've gotten to that stage where we can start growing and all of that. So it was cool. It was cool so big shout out to the band. And then, of course, went to the next level, Wizkid and Davido.
Yeah. Wizkid and Davido were, you could say, they're examples of people where you say opportunity met preparation. Like when the opportunity came for them, they were prepared. Because there's one thing for opportunity to come and then you're not prepared. Now then there's no success.
There's no success,
but
very right.
They had the
I like
opportunity
that.
and they prepared. That's why success was inevitable.
I like that.
So as much as people are sitting there saying, well, when is my own coming? Are you prepared for when it comes? Like when the people talk about their blow, not necessarily entertainment, like blow in your industry. I say, God, I just need to blow. But when that opportunity comes, do you have that proposal? Do you have that PowerPoint presentation?
Hey.
Do you have what it actually takes
to blow?
To blow.
I like, you
Exactly.
see, they said luck is when preparation meets opportunity.
Yes.
The opportunity would always come, and then the harder you work at what you do, the luckier you become. And
Yes.
I 100% agree with what you're saying. If you're going to be for it, I mean, look at those guys. I look at Davido's story.
Yeah.
Himself and Wizkid, they have different ways they came up, but inspiring in both ways.
Very inspiring.
I told somebody, look, if I was a Davido who I knew my father had so much, or and then all I'll just do is just go to school, take over one of the companies and all of that. It might be hard to find motivation to actually carve a name for yourself.
Yeah, very
Someone
true.
once said, there's this popular quote, I can't remember the author of the quote, who once said that the children of the poor today are the future of the society. He was trying to say that, no, that's not. I'll confirm, I don't know if it's Ralph Waldo Emerson, but he was trying to say that, look, a lot of the times, the children of the rich are lackadaisical.
Yeah.
They tend to just chill. They tend to just relax and they not want to push. But then the people who are inspired to do more for society are the children of the poor, people who don't have now, who are pushed. Because you hear stories of the world, you hear stories of Rockefeller and all of that, people who started generational wealth, moving, they all came from a place of, okay, I want to better the lot of my family and probably my surroundings.
Yes.
And that's what happened. So that's where that thing came. Wizkid, of course, had a more tougher upbringing, but Davido had to fight a lot. Like his popsy didn't want him to do music and all that. Baba had to fight and all that, and kudos to both of them. Like, I have my favorite, but man, both of them, man, I don't know.
Both of them, I like them for different reasons. They push you in different regards. I was on Instagram yesterday, and I saw someone post on an artist page, none of them, on an artist page, and the person said, Oga, help me with 5K now. And it got me thinking, like, 5K, you might think that 5K is nothing to them. In fact, it can actually be nothing to them. But you that are begging for that 5K, what are you doing so that you don't beg again? Like, how do you feel putting yourself in the position that actually begs? Do you get? Like, don't you feel like you shouldn't be the beggar? Like, you should be the giver? Don't you feel like it should be your page that people are asking for that money? You know the thing, talking about that money and giving, it was Rude Boy, Paul of P Square, who mentioned that he gave somebody something and the guy was like, wait, I go use this one, do now. You're joking.
Legit. Like he played the voice. I didn't listen to the voice note, but I listened to the caption. The guy said, wait, I go use this one, do.
See, ungrateful Nigerian.
He said, I don't know, dude, I don't know you from anywhere. Yeah. Even if I give you 15 naira.
As in, it's mine.
I gave you. Anywhere. I know people do need assistance this time. I agree. And as much as possible, try to help as much as you can. But Ogbeni, don't be entitled. You cannot go up with entitlement mentality.
As in, that's a problem that we have in Nigeria, the entitlement mentality. And to be honest, it got to a point where I realized that even myself, at some point, I felt like I was entitled to some things. And then I realized that nobody owes you anything. Like, if somebody chooses to give you, it's out of their free will. So don't feel like they owe you to give you. That's a mentality that we need to break in this country. Girls feeling entitled to their boyfriend's money. They'll come for me. Or their husband's money. I feel like this COVID-19 period is the period where, as much as we're frustrated and we're watching TV and we're bored, think. Like, just think, because after COVID-19, I feel like the world is going to be like clean and is open for new things. Like, so what did you do during the COVID-19? What are you ready to give us? Do you get? What change are you bringing? What's going to put your name on the placard? Like, yo, COVID-19, use it to do something great.
Talk about this part, me now. I need to think now, because so far now, you don't want to know my home routine during this lockdown, but hey, come on. Yeah, do your best, and
do your best.
Don't have that.
No pressure, don't say it.
Yeah, exactly.
No
At
pressure.
times you just need to chill. Some of you, the rest you need, you've been working too much.
Yes.
Your health, relax.
And then I saw something on the internet. This is the time to forgive. Forgive, like, the people that you have been holding in your mind, that your chest has been tight. This is the time to forgive.
Okay, that's all on this one for now. We'll take this very short recess. We have much more to come. Chronicles of a foodie. Who think Mona likes food? You soon find out that Titi likes food.
You will find out the real food lover.
Today is one of those days. I just feel like eating something different. And I think it's one of those days that we'll have fun going on another journey around Lagos to find some really great places to eat. Yes, you guessed it. It's time for another Chronicles of a Foodie. All right, so yes, we're back on the road again. This time we're going to the Alo restaurant in Victoria Crown Plaza Hotel. Now, I heard some amazing things about their menu. I hear they just got a brand new chef who is making things happen. Today, I am super hungry and I need something extra special. I'm going to be going to check out their menu, and I'm glad you can tag along with us. This, of course, is our Chronicles of a Foodie. See, we're on the road right now. Yep, we're on the road. I'm almost there. I've been going through their website, and it's such a lovely place. They've been there for quite a while. They're along Ajose Adeogun Street in Victoria Island, and they have some amazing ratings on TripAdvisor as well. For those that know TripAdvisor, they know that internationally known for picking out the best restaurants, the best hotels, the best destinations all over the world. So hey, I think this was a good choice. Thanks for coming along for the ride.
Oh yeah.
We're in a little bit of traffic. Oh, there's someone there. Hello. Hi. Yeah, so we're in a bit of traffic along Alfred Rorani Road now, but it looks like it's not too bad. We are just a few minutes away from Victoria Island, so we'll be there very, very soon. We're here! We're finally at the Alo restaurant in Victoria Crown Plaza Hotel. And I'm not going to waste any more time because we did spend quite a bit of time in traffic, you know. But, hey, that's the Lagos life. So, we're here. Okay, where is everybody? Where is everyone? Hello! Hi! How are you doing? Thank you so much. All right, so I can't wait to meet the chef.
Absolutely.
All right, then. All right, then. Let's go. Ooh, red carpet. That's where we're going, guys. Coming along? Where's the chef? Where's the chef? Hi, chef. How we doing? I know I'm not supposed to touch your hands. I know there are rules in the kitchen. Thank you. Wow, so Chef Chris has invited us officially into the Alo restaurant kitchen. Hi, Chef Chris.
You're welcome.
All right, so we're going to be making something special. Hopefully, we're going to get every single secret from Chef Chris this afternoon. So, Chef, what are we making today?
Yeah, we're making special meal today, different from other hotels, different from other restaurants. This is a lobster with lemon by the side. This is yellow lemon, very expensive. This is cauliflower. This is lettuce. This is potato for the mash. This is onions. This is carrots. This is marrow. I have a bit of black pepper here, and the salt, and the sauté onions.
Well, as you can see, the chef is ready to get to work on my meal. It's a chef special today, and he's going to be using both seafood and beef. This is going to be an amazing meal, and I'm set to go relax and wait for it to get ready.
Enjoy your meal, madam.
So today's meal has been delicious. Past tense. Past tense, yes. The food has been demolished by me, myself, and I. Where did I get this meal? The amazing Alo restaurant in the Victoria Crown Plaza Hotel in Victoria Island. It's just along Ajose Adeogun. You can't miss it. But something you would miss if you didn't come in is a meal such as this. Today I had a steak prepared under a lobster. People, I know what I'm talking about. This has been amazing. Make sure you stay tuned and watch out for more Chronicles of a Foodie.
As in, what? I don't understand.
So now you will see that I'm not the foodie here. There are some people that their level, me, have not reached yet. That's what I had at me. As this one going to talk about like, this is, my element.
As in, no, I'm just like, after this whole lockdown, I will handle this segment. Stacey even said she has demolished it. Wow. I want to demolish some food, please.
Okay, all right. So let's interact with you. Let's have your comments on social media, Facebook, of course, and Twitter. A number of you have already started sending in your comments. Keep them coming in. So we put up our first post. Let's know how it is. Let's know how it is. Now, we put up this post, of course, where we started the show, and we already have some people who have replied in. Yeah, it was, good morning, our neighbors.
Hey. How are you doing?
Hey.
Are you feeling okay?
Hey. Okay, we're now live, of course. And Imodu Jeremiah at Jerry Love for Real says good morning too. Thank you very much, Jerry Love for Real.
Yeah.
Imodu Jeremiah, good morning to you. Wasiu Ishola Megida at Ayan.2A. You'll definitely be seeing that tweet that says, I'm feeling fine. Thank you. The People TV. All these kind of things just to make our heads swell. All right? Look at it. That's what he says. He says he's feeling fine. Wasiu, hope you're enjoying your stay at home. Do your best to enjoy it. And let's know Let's know what you are doing. All right, to send us that tweet. So we'll be taking across the show how you are doing during this period of isolation. Okay, so let me go on Facebook. Now remember that you can watch us live on Facebook. You can watch us live on Facebook.
Yes.
All right. The handle is @TVC Connect. Yes. Of course, just search for us. Once you go to @TVC Connect, you can definitely connect with us and interact with us and watch us live while we're waiting for your comments on Facebook to actually get across and load. For you personally, okay, you have already some of the live videos going on. Okay.
Yes.
Let me see what comments you have there.
So Jeneth Uko says, all thanks to Allah who made it possible for me today to live a day without drugs. All thanks to Dr. Ogunde.
That was a scam comment.
That's a scam.
They'll just be writing comments every time.
Oh, wow.
Up and down. That, we need to block that.
About these people.
We need to block that handle. We need to block the handle. Okay, so this is Daniel Davis.
Yes, Daniel Davis said, good morning, guys. Good morning, Daniel. How are you doing? Where are those my family and friends that people are watching? I cannot find you people here.
Moyi Olowoniyan says that is not cauliflower, it's broccoli.
It's broccoli, okay.
Auntie, are you the one cooking it? Oh yeah, show us show us what you cook.
We are here again every day.
But, okay, I like that.
Good to know you're here.
I don't know just cauliflower or broccoli. Anyone? Broccoli.
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 Yeah, broccoli, yeah.
Broccoli.
So they actually look very much alike, and you could actually mistake them. But I didn't actually pay attention to which one.
To which one?
It's all veggies.
They're all veggies, right?
Yes.
In fact, me at best now, I'm looking for
in fact, you come and cook for us.
I'm going to look at it now. I'm going to check now. I'm going to Google the images and see the difference between broccoli, you call it broccoli, and cauliflower, right?
Yes, broccoli and cauliflower.
Okay, yes. Okay. Let me see. I'll get that.
So how are you all holding up while Mike is looking up broccoli? How are you guys holding up with the stay at home? What regiments or what plans have you set up for yourself? Like I was telling Mike, I have like 2-hour plans, so just so that I don't lose my mind. So what are you doing to keep busy this period? Share with us. Share with us on Facebook. Share with us on Twitter. You can drop your comments. We definitely want to know what you guys think. Okay, so let's see now. This is the image I can see here. Right? This is okay. So broccoli and cauliflower, they actually, as Tope said, they actually are alike, right? Yes. Okay, so this is broccoli, right? This is broccoli that I can see here, right? Yeah. This is broccoli. It's green, yeah. It's green, yeah. Okay, so let's check out. Let's check out cauliflower. Let's check out cauliflower. Yeah. Let's check out cauliflower. Cauliflower is you see, I got it. It's creamy. Aha. It's creamy. So I don't know. Can we? Yeah, you can see that here. So cauliflower is a little bit creamy, right? While let's go back. Broccoli is kind of green. Yeah. So, but they almost kind of look alike. Yeah. So at times maybe you might not be very sure. So that's it. I've learned something today. The difference between broccoli and cauliflower. They are both veggies, right? Yes, they're both veggies. They're both veggies, right? Now something quite interesting. Like I said, it depends on your phone. You can see that inset there. Now if you look at my page now, if you look at that, you can see that inset there by the top right corner. And the top right corner, because I went on Facebook, I left Facebook. Now while you are browsing and doing whatever you are doing, you can also be watching us live. Look at the top right corner there. You can see us. We're live there. That top right corner. That pop-up was from Facebook. Right? That pop-up is from Facebook. So you can use it. If you click on it, it comes up open and it goes straight back to it. And then, of course, yep, that's it. That's our live video. That's our live video. So some people have been dropping comments. Joy Igele says, good morning. Good morning, Joy. Yeah, there's a lot here already. Yes. Joy, yeah, that's it. Joy Igele. You can see it there. Yes. She says, good morning. Okay, there's one after that. Comrade Akinlawo Oluwagbenga says, good morning. This lockdown has helped me to sleep. Sleep well. I don't sleep for a long time. Sleep well, my brother. Sleep well. Janet Tamuna, good morning. Kelsey Odizo, good morning. Good morning to you all. Mwah. All right, keep sending in those comments. We'll take them as the show progresses. We'll take this recess now for the first lap being done. We'll resume right after this short time out. Yeah. Welcome to the second hour of the most exciting television breakfast show. Yeah, of course, you got it. It's Wake Up Nigeria. Of course, 1 hour already gone. We have an hour, 45 minutes more to go. Now, of course, we know that you are taking our advice to stay safe. Yes, now this is something I found. Sometimes we are tested not to show our weakness, but to discover our strength. Oh, that was deep.
But you've been deep this morning. What's happening?
See.
It's not your usual self. You know, you are the man guy. But today you are.
I've been reading.
You have been. On point these days.
I've been connecting with my chi.
Now, if you understand that it's a chi, it's chakra, it's spirit, it's flow, whatever you want to call it. But hey, I love that vibe Tope is giving here. Of course, we're here to keep you entertained now, ensuring that you don't have a boring time while everyone is self-isolating. My name is Mesikenor.
And I am Tope Olowoniyan. Now, remember to send in your comments across our social media platforms. We would love to hear from you. And remember to use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
A lot of comments are coming in. I can see Zainab says, I'm cooking, making Snapchat videos, sleeping, reading novels, and of course, staying tuned to TVC. We'll take more of them. You can send in videos on Twitter. Tag me. We'll play the videos on there. Just a short video of you, what you're doing just having fun this morning. Just put it up. Just put it up on Twitter. Tag me at Mesikenor, tag us at TVC Connect. We'll probably just show and let the world know how you're holding up. During this isolation period. Of course, you can stream live tvcentertainment.tv on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Now, we also have an amazing app available for download at both Android and iOS stores. Now, it allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world as long as you have internet connection, like Mike always says. Definitely
get those comments coming in. And now, what we have for our second lap and the final one on the show, relationship. Today, our experts will be sharing on the importance of friendship in marriage. Whoa.
Now that the kids are home, we have a parenting expert who will be telling us how to better manage our kids while at home. And to catch up with our celebrities as they self-isolate this period, we have all this scoop coming up much later on Entertainment News.
Jesus, you love me too much.
Now, finally, we have via Skype the catalyst, Larry Olushola. He'll be talking to us about overcoming the dangers of fear in challenging times. Whoa. So, we're working on something on Friday. Don't miss our Friday episode. We'll probably have some games to play and have fun with you at home. Something that will involve you. So we're going to make this time. What we do is that we preach caution and safety and taking the precautions, and then let's have fun while we're at home. So we are here for the fun. We'll just try as much as possible to get that fun part across to you, right? No, I know. At times, I feel like you want to run mad, just sitting down at home.
Honestly.
There's this lady who say that when she looked at her estate, that the whole roads were empty and all over, and she felt like she was in a prison and all of that.
I know. This is like a mental prison, to be honest. So you have the time to do everything that you complained that you didn't have the time to do.
Telling you.
And how much of it do you actually now want to do? Because I know how much I say, oh God, I need to catch up on Netflix. Now, me and Netflix, we're looking at ourselves. Why are you not watching?
Oh God, that's quite interesting.
And then now I saw something on social media. This they said crime rates 0, police arrests 0, husband and wife argument 7,800 and something. You get like this period now. Husbands and wives are facing themselves. Like I'm in your space. Oh yeah, breathe my air. Let me breathe your air.
True. As in, I feel like a number of people, they don't even know themselves fully.
True.
What happens is that during this time, you get to know the kind of person you are. You get to know yourself more. You get to know your spouse more. And it's, yes, to some people, it might be problematic.
Yes.
Because there's some things you're going to see about that spouse or that person, that friend that you have not seen before.
Exactly. And are you sure you want to see that?
You know, maybe a father or a mother who goes out in the morning and comes back at night and all of that, and then you're thinking, hey, but now you're seeing the person morning to night.
Morning to night.
And there's some ladies, all those ladies that used to go, when their hobby sends like 20K to cook soup. You now go to one very nice restaurant and buy the soup.
You will cook that soup. You say, honey, that soup you made 2 weeks ago. I want that exact soup. You're not like, which soup?
Honey, COVID-19 has affected
the talent and skills.
The talent and skills, all of that. So you'd have to, at times, living with yourself can really be a tasking job, but hey, come on, man. That's what, this time around, you get to learn things about yourself and others that you've not known before.
Yeah, and I think this is the best time to learn to be your friend. This is the best time to learn something new, learn the language. But don't pressure yourself, because I feel like I've been putting too much pressure on you. Just have fun. Go on your Android apps and check for something interesting. Check for game apps. You and your spouse could try it. You and your brother, your sister, your flatmate, your roommate, you guys could try interesting stuff. Play board games, card games, just something, just don't lose it.
And then at the same time also, while you are even at home, now we know a number of people who have caught the virus from their family members.
Yeah.
So what you do, even while at home, practice, safety. Always wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Someone to, in fact, the newest one is just maybe every 20 minutes, no matter what happens, just go and wash your hand.
Set your alarm.
Yesterday, I spent a lot of time. I don't know, my face was scratching me. Sometimes your face not be scratching you.
No,
the face is scratching.
I don't know.
Okay, just stay your own. So sometimes the face just, so yesterday I ensured I was washing my hand always, because my face was always one thing, I just want to touch.
I think, again, it's the mind. Because you know that you're not supposed to do it. Next, your mind will just be making you do it. But you know what? How about you take the news, let the rest of the world know what's happening? Definitely.
Let's take the news now. I am Mike Mesikenor. It's day one of the 14-day lockdown imposed by the federal government in Lagos and Abuja as part of measures to stop the spread of the virus. This is as the number of COVID-19 cases in the country has risen to 131, with 20 new cases recorded. The NCDC has made public the number of test kits it has nationwide. There are 25,000 available. 600 tests have already been conducted. 7 isolation centers are already operational, and another 6 have been approved. More of that in this report.
A health emergency.
Nigerian government has shown renewed energy in containing this virus that has swept through every continent of the world, leaving in its trail thousands of lifeless bodies, with 2 of the dead coming from Nigeria, where there is already over 110 confirmed cases. Federal government's restriction order, as issued by President Buhari on Sunday evening, is welcome to many.
We will use this containment period to identify, trace, and isolate all individuals that have come into contact with confirmed cases. We will ensure the treatment of confirmed cases while restricting further spread to other states.
But the capacity of the nation's Center for Disease Control to live up to the daunting challenge has been called to question. NCDC says it is tracing about 6,000 identified contacts, out of which only 600 have been tested in a country of a conservative 200 million population. There are also those who ask whether the test is reserved for only influential persons.
If you have had a travel history or you've had contact with a confirmed case, we advise you to self-isolate for 14 days. And if within these 14 days you develop symptoms, you call our toll-free line, 0800-97000010. You could also send us a text message on our number, which is displayed on our site. Once this call gets to you and you meet our case definition, the team at the NCDC will contact the state team, who will now go to your house where you're self-isolating, collect sample from you, and send it to the nearest testing lab.
NCDC is opening up more testing centers in the country, but how prepared is the center for the real task ahead of them?
We received some donations of about 20,000 testing kits, which we are trying to validate to ensure that we can use them with the current PCR infrastructure that we have in the country. We also have close to 5,000 testing kits that we're already using. So together with the 20,000, we should have about 25,000 testing kits.
As states and the federal government tighten measures to limit the spread of the virus within the borders, coming days are crucial for the center to either prove its much talked about preparedness or leave the citizens at the mercy of a ravaging virus.
A health emergency.
And that's it for the news updates on this hour. We'll take the weather report, and immediately after that, Tope will take sports. Let's take a look at the headlines of the dailies this morning.
Yeah, so starting off with the Punch. Today is Tuesday, 31st of March, and we have here Abuja, Lagos, Ogun lockdown. Soyinka, SAN, AGF fight over legality of Buhari's directive. President's stay-at-home order illegal, not enforceable, says Falana. Makinde tests positive. Self-isolates. Coronavirus cases rise to 131. Buhari signs COVID-19 regulation to enforce a 14-day lockdown. We have a photo story here showing us travelers at Kara Isheri bus stop along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway on Monday. Oh yes, quite a bit of that. Moving on, we have IG raises panel to unravel cause of Ondo explosion. 2 fund seekers drown in Ekiti. Kwara restrictions task force shuts church, arrests transporters. Sea River turns back 35 U.S. oil workers, demands thorough screening. 4 killed during Curtis hoodlum clashes in Lagos. Bandits invade Ogun community, gun down inspector, pastor, and man. Now, lastly, we have electricity tariff to increase on Wednesday. Power supply worsens as gas unavailability stalls 4,156 megawatts. You can see more of this on the Punch.
And from the Punch to the Nation, I murdered coronavirus, says discharged survivor. Oshowobi relieves battle against COVID-19 at Lagos Isolation Center. Life finds ways of throwing lemon at me. I thought I was going to die. I've struggled with coming forward, but I want to inspire hope, the annotation underneath that headline. And that's a picture there of Miss Oshowobi. And NCDC tracing 6,000 contacts. Top left corner of the paper, Makinde test positive for COVID-19. Lockdown, TBN stops check clearing. Banks to remain open. Okay. Soyinka kicks as Malami defends Buhari's action and governors back president. All of this on the Nation.
Moving on to Nigerian Tribune, we have COVID-19. Seyi Makinde tests positive. 20 new cases confirmed. NCDC tracing 6,000 contacts. Nigeria records second death. Lagos discharges 5. Oyo discharges index case after treatment. Alonge ex-UCH CMD heads Oyo task force. Anambra governor in self-isolation. Mike Adenuga Foundation donates 1.5 billion naira. Adebutu donates 300 million naira. NAFDAC orders manufacturing of chloroquine for possible clinical trial. Now, lady who tested positive for coronavirus discharged narrates her experience. You might want to read that for enlightenment, I guess. Now, at the bottom, we have IGP sets up panel to probe Akure explosion. Also, Buhari writes on restriction of movement order. Now, a photo story here shows how bank customers besiege ATM points as lockdown begins. Lockdown order, financial institutions allowed to operate, says federal government. Your ID card is your pass, minister tells journalists. Governor shifts Ogun lockdown to Friday. Markets witness rush. Prices soar. You can see this and more on Nigerian Tribune.
And then on to this day, NCDC traces 6,000 contacts as COVID-19 cases rise to 131. Deaths increased to 2. Lagos discharges 5 more patients. And Oyo governor tests positive. Buhari applauds Tinubu, Adenuga, Enenche, NNPC and others over contributions. And President signs COVID-19 regulations. Glow joins the fight. Representative of Chairman Globacom, Chief Mike Adenuga Jr., and Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, during the presentation of 500 million naira donation by Adenuga Jr. to support the state government's fight against COVID-19 in Lagos yesterday. That's the picture story that we have there. And police IG sets up panel. That's beside the picture story there. Police IG sets up panel to investigate Akure explosion. The picture story there is one of fighting the pandemic, and that's a new equipment in Ogun State COVID-19 Isolation and Treatment Center, Ikene. That's, of course, inset there. You can see the Ogun State Governor, Prince Dakwa Abiodun, and the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Tomi Koka, during the inspection of a 128-bed center. Kudos. Our governments are doing quite a lot there. All of that on the front page of this day.
Moving on to Daily Trust. Now, experts want more Nigerians tested for COVID-19 as federal government searches for 6,000 contacts in Abuja and Lagos. We've tested 2,000 so far, says NCDC. Oyo governor tests positive. My experience as isolation center, says survivor. Now, we have a picture story here. Daily Trust is known to be very pictorial, if I must say. 20 new cases, 13 in Lagos, 4 in FCT, 2 in Kaduna, and 1 in Oyo. So we have 131 confirmed cases and 2 deaths as at March 30th, 9 p.m. Now, a picture story here is quite a sad one. We have people scramble for hand sanitizers being distributed freely by members of the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro to prevent the spread of coronavirus at Wuse Market in Abuja. I mean, considering we're supposed to practice social distancing,
and they
this is like a total contradiction. Well, before we wrap it up, we have foodstuff prices soar as residents rush to stockpile. Editors condemn harassment of newspaper distributors. And lastly, we have what Nigeria could learn from other countries on tackling COVID-19. This and more in the Daily Trust.
Okay, I think that's all that we can take on the headlines and all of that. So quite interesting things here that we can see. But hey, come on, we have our fitness coming right up. You know, while you are home now, this is one thing that you can do, man. I know, Tope, you're on live. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday.
You're showing us your fitness routines and all that.
I did.
I've not started my own, but this...
You should, Mike.
This would inspire you.
Muscles.
This would inspire you, all right? Let's check this out.
All right.
Next time you're exercising, you should always know that your cardiovascular exercise are very, very important. Welcome to the fitness segment with Ben Fit. This morning, today, is going to be awesome because I'm going to pump your heart out, very pumping. Boom, boom, boom. That's what we're doing. Are you good to go? It's cardio exercises today. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be interesting. I'm clapping for you because I know you can do it. Are you ready? Foot fire. Take your time. Take your time. Keep pumping. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Foot fire. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, relax it. Relax it. Are you ready? I want you to repeat that exercise again. 2 hands this way. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's good, relax it. Number 2 exercise, foot fire and burpees. Whoa, 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 whoa. Master exercise. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, down, go. Boom, ha. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Come on, boom. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Yes. Go, go, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoo! Ha! 1, 2, 3, and relax it. Whoa! Yes. If you're following the exercises, you should know that it's not easy. I'm sure by now your heart rate will be pumping. I want to regulate it. Stay calm. Stay calm. Number 2 exercises. Oh, number 3. Thank you for that. Number 3 is tummy truck. You go. You see? Yes. Yeah. That's the exercise, the basics. And if you can do the advanced, come on. Let's do this. You see that? Are you ready? Ready? Because it's cardio. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Come on, come on. Keep pumping. Keep pumping. Each exercise lasts for 40 seconds. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't stop, don't stop. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Relax it. That's good. You rest for 20 seconds. You can see the way I'm breathing hard. It's not because the weather is hot. It's because I'm working out. Yes. Are you ready? Ready? Number 4. Number 4. The almighty jumping jacks. You know what jumping jack is? But take your time. I'm giving you another variation today. We go. 1, 2, 1 and 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1 and 2. Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 1. 2 more. 1, 2, 1. 1 more. 1, 2, 1. And take your time. Yes. The last exercise is going to be star jump. If you love star, let me see your hands up. Yeah, I'm a superstar. Are you ready? Take your time. Squat position and hop. See, squat position and hop. Squat position, up. 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 Squat position. One more to go. Squat position and relax it. Awesome, awesome. I'm sure by now, if you follow these exercises, your heart rate will be up. I want you to regulate it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Just one more to go. Inhale and exhale. I promise you one thing, good health. Follow this exercise. It's still your #1 breakfast show. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. Now it is time for relationship. And you know, being at home with your spouse and your loved one, this is a very important segment. And we have Abiola Buhari, who is a wife, mother, coach, and a healthy marriage advocate. Now she's about to share the importance of friendship in marriage with us. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Olowoniyan Olumide Ajayi. Today we are talking about friendship, the importance of friendship in marriage and relationships, and how to nurture and develop friendships. You know, a friend is someone you love to be with. A friend is someone you care about. A friend is someone that cares about you. A friend is someone that you can be yourself around. You can say anything, share things with without fear of being judged or criticized. A friend is someone you can be vulnerable with. And that is who our spouses should be to us. We should aspire to have that kind of close friendship with our spouses, because that is actually the foundation of every good and healthy marriage. And research has shown that marriages that have stayed together, marriages that have lasted a lifetime, had couples that were friends, good friends. And so it is very important, if we want to stay together, to nurture and develop our friendship. Because the truth is that at some point, physical intimacy would wane in marriage. It will fade. It won't be all the mushy, love, butterflies. Not all the time, no. Sometimes all that will just relegate themselves to the background. And it is that friendship that will keep us going. So friendship is very important. We need to find ways of nurturing the friendship, developing it. And sometimes when we see that we are growing apart, probably due to the hustles and bustles, especially here in Lagos, where there are a lot of things that take our time, we need to come back and be intentional, be deliberate about nurturing this friendship. Because, I mean, we cannot afford to grow apart. I remember like a few days ago when they were talking about divorces that have been happening in a lot of places, especially in China, due to isolation. Obviously, it's because they are not friends. The couples are not friends. So because of isolation, a lot of couples they cannot spend time together because they are not used to it. But when we have over time been nurturing our friendship, you know, we'll be looking forward to spending time with our spouses. And how do we nurture this friendship? One of the ways we nurture the friendship is actually by spending time together. Because you cannot truly know someone if you don't spend time with that person. So that is, in fact, that is like the highest or greatest way of making friends with someone, spending time with the person, trying to get to know the person, doing things together that you both love, you know. That way you are able to, you know each other, and then you enjoy being with each other. So when we spend time together despite everything, and I will say that spending time together is not spending time together pressing phone, going on social media, because technology has made us, you know, we feel as if we're actually together whereas we're apart. So spending time doing different things does not count. Spending quality time together, time where you can gist together, talk, do things, engage in mutually enjoyed activities, like even if it is TV that you are watching, probably a program you both enjoy, then you know that you are talking about the program, you're gisting about it, laughing together. If it is house chores, then you are doing the house chores together. If it is taking a walk, then you are talking, you're concentrating on each other, giving yourself attention, the needed attention, and that is quality time. And that is how to develop friendship, because friendship is actually not a mechanical thing. Friendship is not something you would you can practice and now say, okay, I mean, we want to do. No, it is something that happens over time, out of spending time together, out of enjoying each other's company. Then you see that, oh, I'm becoming so close to this person. I love being with this person. And so that is what we should aspire to do, because it strengthens our marriage. It enhances it. And we're happy because even those activities are sweeter. Maybe when you're doing house chores with your husband or wife, you enjoy doing it because, I mean, you are creating memories, you're bonding, you're not feeling bored because you are together with one of your favorite persons. So we need to develop this friendship. We need to keep nurturing it. When we see that it is waning because of, you know, all the hustles and the bustles, and we see that things are happening around us, the children are there taking our time, work, we are spending more time with work and all that, then we need to come back and be intentional and be deliberate, because that's the only way to work. If not, we will slip into that autopilot thing where we just run things, I mean, where we are just like robots doing things, you know, because we're already familiar with them. We need to reset ourselves and say, okay, I need to spend more time with this person. I need to call and check up on this person during the day. I need to decide to take this person out, you know, go out to watch movie, go out to eat, go out to do things, you know, deliberately go out of your way to do things, then laugh together, pray together, bond together. All those things enhances and strengthens our marriage and makes the marriage actually last a lifetime.
Welcome. It's the final lap of the show. Now, at this point, social distancing is very important, but also remember that the world goes on. So find out what works for you as you stay in your houses.
Now, our prayers are with the nation, and we hope very, 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 very soon we would have a great reason to smile as we regain our freedom to move after this trying time. My name is Tope Olowoniyan.
Mike, Mesikenor is mine. Now, all you have to do is just chill, stay with us, get online and stream live. tvcentertainment.tv, on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Now, send in your comments. We have like an interesting chat. I'm talking to you all on social media. Made me feel very close to you. Also, send in your comments. We would like to know what's happening where you are. Send in pictures. Use the hashtag. Very important. Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
And then, of course, short videos. Let's say 5, 6, 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Don't bring long video. We don't have time to play that. Short, 5 seconds, and let's have some fun. And of course, you can also download the app to interact with us, to watch us from anywhere around the world once you have internet connection. The app is available on iOS and, of course, on Android stores.
Yes. Now, to catch up with your favorite celebrities as they stay in isolation this period, we have the scoop on entertainment news coming up much later in the show.
And then, of course, after all of the entertainment, checking up with our celebrities and all of that, Wizzy has been trending now. I mentioned Wizzy, Davido, and all of that have been trending. So that will be on entertainment news. That'll be on entertainment news. But of course, after entertainment, we'll be joined via Skype to the catalyst, Larry Olushola, and he'll be talking about overcoming the dangers of fear in challenging times.
I definitely need that.
That's really something. I do also need that. Okay, so I know on Friday we'll talk about it, but you made mention of Netflix, yeah? Which movies have you seen? Which one have you?
So I'm watching a series.
Which one?
You.
Oh, You. I've heard about You.
You, yes.
You like it?
Well, I find it different.
Okay.
Yes, and it's interesting.
Okay.
And then I watched this movie. I'm a sucker for love, so there's this movie,
which
Always
lady
a
is it?
Bridesmaid. But I think mine is like on another level.
I don't. If that kind of title is if you post gun on my head, I will still not watch that kind of movie.
The one
Seriously.
I am not watching is the one everybody's watching.
Which one?
The Miracle in Cell Number 7. I'm not watching it.
Why?
I'm so sorry. So this is like an emotional time for the whole world.
Okay.
And then everybody's telling me they are crying. So you're watching something that's making you cry.
I think it's cute cry. So I went to check it out. I saw the synopsis. Synopsis is about a father who had mental issues and his daughter who couldn't stay away from his daughter. That's the synopsis.
Yeah.
And it's described as comedy and drama. Yes.
And everybody's crying.
So I think it's cute kind of cry.
You've
seen Three Idiots now. You've seen Three Idiots. So I think it's that kind of cute kind of cry.
So a friend of mine told me she cried for 2 hours after that. So I don't really know how to relate to this cute crying.
I'll go check out. I actually have it. I'll go check it out. I'll go check out Miracle in Cell Number 7. Let me just see if this one can break this thing.
For my people that don't want to cry, go and watch Always Be a Bridesmaid and be happy. Fill your heart. All those single people out there, fill your heart with love.
And then
be merry.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I'll check out that one and see. Titanic didn't make me cry that time because I used to hear that.
I did not understand.
I
did not cry Titanic. I was like, are you okay? I would have collected the wood and protect.
Okay, but for all of us,
La
Casa de Papel. Saturday.
What's this Casa de Papel? I feel very...
Money heist now.
So I haven't been...
Don't worry, you don't have to watch, no problem. La Casa de Papel is coming up on Saturday.
Is it that interesting? Is it that interesting? I could binge watch now.
Professor, Morocco, Nairobi.
Yeah, I hear that they're called countries.
Tokyo, Berlin. The countries are so okay. So it's their code names.
Yes, like they gave each other
their code names and their countries. It's a heist movie and all of that. It's off the hook.
I watched a few episodes, but hasn't been.
You start it now. You don't want to pick it from anywhere. I think it's home video. That you don't want to start anywhere. Like you think it's like Casa de Papel's home video. Just start anywhere. You understand the story.
You understand the rest.
No. This one, you have to follow it well. But then on Saturday, of course, season 4 of La Casa de Papel will be out on Netflix. So, hey, man, it's going to be a perfect
timing.
We're going to binge watching it and really have quite a lot of fun. For those of you who love the action, this is for the action genre.
For the action lovers.
Yeah, action. But there's love inside, though.
Oh, there is?
Yes, now love makes us do stupid things.
It does.
So this is action now. Like at the point where we are now and all of that. Spoiler alert, if you've not seen season 3, of course, where, the professor who was in charge of the whole heist and then the person who he loves is supposedly dead. She's not dead. The fact that he's dead. Baba mad as in.
Are you serious?
Baba is just
okay, now see there's love. I'll go and watch.
There's like 2.
Is the love only in season 3?
No, there's love from season 1 now.
Okay,
love made them do stupid things. I think there's Tokyo and Rio, their love story and all of that. So love is just making people do anything. So you like it? You like it?
I would like anything love. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now let's take the news now. It's day 1 of the 14-day lockdown imposed by the federal government in Lagos and Abuja as part of measures to stop the spread of the virus. Now, this is as the number of COVID-19 cases in the country has risen to 131, with 20 new cases recorded. The NCDC has made public the number of test kits it has nationwide. There are 25,000 available. 600 tests have already been conducted. 7 isolation centers are already operational and another 6 have been approved. Now, Nigeria has confirmed 20 more cases of the coronavirus. According to the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, 13 new cases were discovered in Lagos, 4 in the FCT, 2 in Kaduna, and 1 in Oyo State. The total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Nigeria at this time is 131, with 2 deaths recorded. Lagos has the highest number with 81 cases. Abuja is a distant second with 25 cases. Oyo State has 8 cases. Ogun and Kaduna states have 3 cases each. Enugu, Bauchi, and Edo states have 2 cases each, while Ekiti, Rivers, and Benue states have recorded 1 each. Now, the coronavirus has infected more than 785,000 people and killed over 37,000 worldwide, with the United States being the epicenter with the most confirmed cases at 160,500 and more than 3,000 deaths. The number of deaths recorded in New York City alone accounts for more than 1,200 of the country's death total figure. And then on to India, who's also struggling to handle the spread of the virus. On Monday, 227 new confirmed cases of the virus were reported, making it the country's biggest surge within a 24-hour period. And Myanmar has reported its first death from the coronavirus. A 69-year-old man who also had cancer. The country has 14 cases of the virus, mostly in people who have traveled overseas. And we draw the curtains on the news for today. We'll take a look at the day's weather, and after that, sports with Tope.
Welcome, and this is entertainment news. Okay, now it's no longer news that Davido's fiancée Chioma tested positive for coronavirus. Now, Davido revealed that his fiancée tested positive for coronavirus over the weekend, and the reactions is what I would like us to talk about. With me is my number one G, Mike Mesikenor.
So, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
How
so
did
yes,
you feel about
it's no longer news.
how
Yes, you
people
know,
felt?
and you see, there's something about letting people know who contacted it, so that those that have been in contact with that person can start taking, you know, precautions or start self-isolating.
Yeah.
You know, which is why over there, I know our index case, we did a lot with the Italian, who was the first recognized case in Nigeria. What happened was that we didn't get his name. They were trying to hide his face a number of times. It should have been made public so people know, okay, I was with this person, I've touched this person, I'm with this person, I do. So Davido, great one there, you know, and he said he tested the whole crew. She came in from the UK, he came in. There's also a rumor that was flying yesterday evening that Davido has contacted it. But there's nothing as such. It hasn't been declared official. All of that. So she's just the one that so far that we know, and yes, wishing her the best, you know. And it's some people don't even have symptoms, or they don't show symptoms, and they've been doing and all of that. So kudos to him for putting out there, and then of course to Chioma, we are wishing her the best. She just has a son and all that. She has a young kid, so this is also wishing her the best and hoping that she recovers ASAP. So kudos to him for putting out there, and also to her.
To her. I mean, she's the one who is probably dealing with it
psychologically,
being
like
detached
you're right.
from her son. I mean, that must be.
That's true. That's true. That's something
negative.
Exactly. That's something also, because she cannot, you know, breastfeed. She'll probably not be able to breastfeed at this point. So it can be hard for a nursing mother at this point in time. So this is us sending our best wishes to the Adeleke family, and to pull through this.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Now, moving on, celebrities on TikTok. Now, some of your favorites, musicians, actors, internet stars, are on TikTok right now. TikTok is like the new destination for short, exciting, and spontaneous mobile videos. It looks like a really fun place. Now, let's see how some celebrities are spending their time as they self-isolate.
Jesus, you love me too much, too much, too much. That's love.
How are you ever going to marry a nice man like Felix, huh?
Which one is it, Mom? Marry a nice man or someone like Felix?
If you were my wife, I would put poison in your coffee.
If you were my husband, I'd drink it.
Like, I really want one boyfriend, but if God is gonna give me 4 or more, whomst am I to refuse? Whomst am I to refuse?
Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucker in the house bored, and I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored.
Oh, okay. Corona. I'm already in the future.
Okay,
so
how
like,
you're thinking of how
like when Corona
it is going to be after.
And how we'll look back at the choices we made. The videos we made. I think Tiwa was my best.
Welcome back. Of course, we had teased that a lot. I'm looking forward to this one.
Yes.
Finally, of course, on the show, we'll be joined via Skype or from Skype with the catalyst himself, Lanre Olusola, and he'll be talking to us about, he's a life coach and wellness mentor. Lanre Olusola is a coach of coaches.
Yes.
I know a lot of coaches who are doing very well, who were trained and taught by Lanre Olusola. Yeah. So he's like he has taught generations.
He's recognized as one of Africa's premier life and behavioral changes coach. Now, he works with individuals and organizations to transition from where they are to where they desire to be. That's very deep.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Lanre Olusola. It's great to have you on the show this morning. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, Mike. Thank you very much, Tope. It's really an honor and a privilege to be on the show with you guys. How are you guys doing?
Well, so.
Well, I don't know. But for me, I actually think I'm doing quite very well. But I just want to get your first thoughts. Isolation period, how has it been for you? How are you holding up during this isolation period?
I mean, I'm an introvert, and I like to think. I like to be by myself. I like to create solutions, alone. So for me, as an introvert, it's one of the greatest times of my life because I'm able to be by myself. I'm able to think. I'm able to reflect. I'm able to do a lot of things. And I suspect that people that are extroverts, people that like to get their energy from relating with people, connecting with people, would have a more difficult time. Yes. But for me, it's a wonderful time. It's an incredible time. It's me time. It's me time. Yeah, I'm able to think and reflect. So, it's been great.
Now, talking about fear, I'm one who is battling with that now. I've been trying to constantly remind myself that this too shall pass. How can you, the topic we're discussing today, how can we as individuals at this trying time focus on being self-aware and doing the right things rather than letting the emotions of fear overwhelm us?
All right, thank you very much. I guess the first thing that we need to understand, is what is fear and what causes fear. So, I want to look at fear as, the twin brother of faith. So if you had a coin and you looked at both sides of the coin, fear will be on one side of the coin and faith will be on the other side of the coin. Yeah. And both of them go and they purchase, things at the same value. So one side of the coin does not have more value than the other side of the coin. It is inconsequential what side of the coin you present. Do you get? So faith and fear, they're one and the same thing. So whatever you believe, you attract. Whatever you believe, you experience. And so where does faith or fear come from? It comes from what you hear. Yeah. It comes from what you see. It comes from what you believe. And what have we been hearing? The words that we have been hearing is that we have an uncontrollable, invisible, unpredictable enemy called coronavirus or COVID-19, right? We understand that there's a war, there's a state of emergency, there is panic, there's pandemic, there is worry, there's death, there's attack, there's emergency, there's a threat. And so that is all we hear. If you turn to social media, all you hear is coronavirus. Yeah. If you turn to the news channels, all you hear is coronavirus. So the very first thing is what we call your entrance gates. Shut it. Because the truth of the matter is, it is not as bad as it is. And I'm not trying to downplay the effect of the coronavirus. Let's use statistics. There's been, as of today, 784,440 cases. For purposes of numbers, let's call it 785,000.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
785,000. There's been only 37,800 deaths. out of 784,000, there's been only 37,800 deaths. Now, in Nigeria, we've tested and identified 131 people with only 2 deaths. 5 people have been discharged.
Yeah.
What is the death rate? Now, let me give you some critical statistics. 57 million people die every year. Every year, 57 million people die. Out of those 57 million people, 17.8 million of them die of heart conditions. 9.6 million people die of cancer. Now, check this out. 3.9 million people die of respiratory disease. 2.5 million people die of lower respiratory disease. Now, every 40 seconds, somebody commits suicide. That is, 800,000 people die every year of suicide. Malaria kills 620,000 people every year. Oh, wow. So, if we looked at the numbers, in the last 90 days, there's been 37,700 deaths. If we do an exponential projection for the year, let's say we have between 100,000 to 200,000 deaths. Let's put that next to 57 million people that die every year. What numbers are those? Now, that is just, the reality. It's not everybody that will die. If we looked at Nigeria, 131, yes, we know that many people would have gotten it, but many people are recovering.
That's true.
The body's immune system will fight it. If you do the needful, your body is wired enough to fight it. But the only thing that will stop you from being able to generate the antibodies that will fight it is emotions. The emotion of fear, the emotion of panic, the emotion of worry and stress. Because 95% of all disease is caused by stress. And 100% of stress is caused by the wrong beliefs. Wrong beliefs are functions of what we hear and what we see. So we need to guard our hearts. We need to switch off those televisions. We need to stop consuming a lot of the fear news. It's about hysteria. Look, there's a lot of people that are going through panic syndromes that they think is coronavirus. The same symptoms that you feel when you have panic attacks are the same symptoms that you feel when you have the symptoms of coronavirus. Headache, dizziness, your body starts to tingle, your body starts to ache, you have a fever, you have dizziness, so it's the same symptoms. So people need to guard their heart. It is not that bad.
Yes.
Mike, you guys are on TV, you guys are bubbly, you guys are interacting with people. For as long as we stay positive, for as long as we understand that we can beat this thing, we will beat it.
Thank you for didactically expatiating on those figures and all of that. Now, at this point, you made mention of something about putting a mental block, like blocking the news and what causes fear. If you have to block that out, the human mind has to take in something. Considering that the news media and everywhere is locked down with all these things about coronavirus, how then can someone put the focus on something that can generate faith as is opposed to fear in such a way that can make you keep up with these times?
All right, fantastic. I think the very first thing that we need to begin to do is media needs to create a balance, right? I've just rolled out those statistics now. Media needs to create a balance, which means that, as you are telling people how many people are dying, put it in context. Let people know how many people are surviving. So in Nigeria, 5 people have been discharged. Only 2 people have died. Only 131 people have coronavirus. We know that the statistics are not the right statistics. But if anybody has the issues, let them come forth. You know what? It's not a death sentence. It is not a death sentence. Let media begin to put out the right information and the right news. The second thing is each person needs to get a source of information. So, for example, what are you listening to? Are you listening to inspirational music? Are you reading inspirational stuff? Are you watching, things that will feed your soul and your spirit positively? Yeah. So one of the things that we have done is we have created what we call an affirmation audio. There's a 12-track affirmation audio that people need to go and download. If you go to my social media, you will get information about it. Also, what are you watching? So tomorrow I'm starting a masterclass that will teach people how to overcome fear, overcome panic, overcome worry, right? And in that masterclass, I am going to be deploying 3 stress tests because people need to know the level of their stress. I'm going to be deploying, a free panic and anxiety test. People need to know what it is that is putting them in panic and anxiety mode. I'm going to be releasing another audio material called meditation because people need to be careful what they are meditating upon. So the meditation CD is going to put you into a calm Zen state, right? As you listen to the affirmation, which is a 12-track affirmation of positive inspirational words, right? You would also listen to the meditation that puts you into a Zen calm state. And, if you've done your stress test, if you've done your panic attack test, you will be able to, bring down your stress level. You'll be able to bring down your panic level. So you've got to tune in tomorrow. Just go to my social media handles if you want to register for the masterclass.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Just for clarification purposes, Mr. Larry, please, can you just reel out your social media handles? We have to round up now.
Okay. It's simply at Lanre Olusola, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Lanre Olusola. And the Olusola doesn't have an H. That is Lanre, Lanre, Olusola, Olusola.
Thank you very, very much, sir. I really did learn a lot. I'm looking forward to that masterclass, and here's wishing you the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much, Tope.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, man, that was something. That was something. I did learn something. Something. Let's also give a thank you to shout out to everyone who was a part of the show, and also to Homely, of course, for our kitchen accessories, even if we didn't get to use them today. But yeah, thank you. We'll be back here tomorrow, Tope.
Yes.
Tope, you'll be here tomorrow.
I'll be here tomorrow, same time. Remember to tune in. Remember to send in your comments with the hashtag, send us videos, send us selfies. We definitely want to connect with you again tomorrow. We'll be here bright and early.
All right.
All right then.
See ya. Bye-bye.